Hey y'all, it's Thursday night. Not time for front porch gossip yet, but we are gonna dissect this episode 2 of season 6 of Queen Sugar. Episode 2. Episode 2, season 6. So this is the current season. I thought I was gonna make it through season episode 2 and 3, but I couldn't, y'all. It was a little too painful. But I made it through 2, and I'm gonna handle 3 tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen, but y'all cross your fingers for me. Please hit the like button on your way in. If you already hit the like button, I thank you and I appreciate it. If you have not hit the like button yet, please go ahead and hit that bad boy before we get too far into it. Please help a girl out. Please help me, please. Help me, please, and hit the like button. Okay. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and get into it. It was real interesting. So definitely can't wait to hear what y'all had to say. I know a lot of you have already seen it. Um, y'all really set me up with this one. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all set the girl up. But I love y'all, so here we go. I mean, it just is what it is at this point. But I'm glad that y'all are, challenging me to do some things that I would not normally do. So we may as well dig into this thing. Y'all, please remember to hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And join channel membership if you like. The link is in the description box below. As well as there's a join button and a tab on the membership page. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Y'all voted for me to review this thing, and then when we get up in here, it ain't but a handful of people. After everybody voted and told me to go watch this thing, so I hope y'all up in here, everybody included. I'm pointing fingers. Y'all keep on. I'm gonna call names because this was off the racks, boring. I ain't even gonna lie. But let me speak to everybody first before I dig into this episode of this show. Tina, the queen of cheesecakes, how you doing, sis? Kia Cocoa Pop, oh my God. Kia, I got my Yoda. I gotta show it to everybody before I get off of here. I'm gonna show everybody my Yoda. Chanel D Queen, how are you? Wani, how you doing, boo? Vita, all the way from Denver, she says she in deep freezing rain. Y'all send her some warm thoughts. Hey, Delicia, how you doing, sis? All right, all right. Who else is up in here? My sister Spiller is here. Love my dogs too. Hello, dear. How are you? Angie, all the way from Miami. Angie, thank you for having my back. Deandra, I appreciate you being here. How are you? Morgan's Musings. Thank you, sis. I'm glad you're here. So glad you made it. There's Marva. How you doing? She said, good evening, family. Okay, y'all listen. Y'all set me up. Yvette, how you doing? Hey, Plum. Queen Mermaid, you made it. Y'all make sure y'all come back for the front porch because I'm going to need some front porch after this here. Learning to love myself. How are you? And how were the oysters? Did you open them? Were the pearls pretty? Tell us something about it after the fact. But I'm going to get into this. We ain't going to make this too long because it really wasn't that much to really do. But ain't no heavy lifting. But we're going to go ahead and dissect it. Hey, lady. Said Queen Seanitra is watching the mess, so I don't have to. Right. That might be what we name this series. I'm watching it so you don't have to. Well, folks, let's dig in, shall we? So first of all, they starting off at this hospital scene or whatever, and I guess it was the most dramatic thing that ended off the first episode, and that was kind of crazy. I thought it was interesting, but it is what it is. Started off at the hospital. The daughter, they start talking about the daughter. They're gonna reach out to her. Hey, Sasha Lynn, and whatever. And they were saying he was in a medically induced coma. Charlie's kid was there, Michael, the one that's sleeping with the great value Lisa Ray. Billy showed up. Vi decides that she's gonna thank Billy for showing up, which was weird. Really, really weird that she's thanking this girl for showing up for her own daddy. I was like, okay, I guess so, girl. She was like, you ain't got to thank me. And basically, and ask what was going on, how he ended up in the hospital. Then when they tell her about he there for a vaccine drive, she's like, what the hell was he doing? So then, of course, here come Nova. I don't know what the hell she was talking about, y'all. talking about it's nobody's fault. How is it nobody's fault? One, you shouldn't have had that old man out there. Hey, my Christian key. Two, on top of having him out there, how it ain't nobody's fault when a whole police officer shoved that old man down and caused him to hit his head and could have killed him. So I still don't know what she was talking about, right? Billy had her paperwork in order though. She was like, and y'all was right. I think I kind of like her more than the other people so far. She said she had his power attorney papers and everything, and she took charge as she should have, which I found it interesting. It was almost like the writers was trying to make it seem like somehow that was a bad thing for her to do. Like, how dare she take charge of her own father's care? Oh my, clutching my pearls. So I said, okay, I see what kind of show this is. Okay, we don't like strong, self-assured Black women. We like problematic, stereotypical, ignorant, and slightly loose on the morals Black women. I get it. Or weak and frail. I'm seeing the whole dynamic. So then Michael's sitting at the door. He has a flashback of his encounter with the police. Like, I get what they were trying to do, but it was just way too cliche. Like, who has the flashback of their encounters with the police? Like, nobody that I know of. Like, I'm sorry. I get they were trying to put a message in there. But again, almost like yesterday, it came out real creepy and campy. Like, it wasn't real straight up. You say she been estranged from her dad because they accused her of having an affair with Vi's husband. Okay, cool. First off, let me ask you this question. Was he involved in making the accusations against her? Because if so, maybe that's why she's estranged. Or if the people making the accusations hurt his daughter and he was still cool with them, that's a good reason to be estranged. However, whether she's been estranged or not, it's still her dad. She had every right to pop up and make sure that she took charge. And then I heard later in the show, she was saying that she offered her dad to come stay with her. So I'm like, well, what's the problem then? Yeah, something funny. Hey, S. Collins. Oh, Lily, you made it. Hey, sis. Alita, you here. Thank you for having my back. Because, girl, half the people that voted for me to watch this show, they're not even here. They voted for me to be tortured, and then they left me to burn. So they had a whole family, but her dad was not the issue. But he's still friends with the people that was accusing her. Right. You don't think he was involved? Yeah, but true. Listen, when it comes to my children, if you attack one of mine, if you say one of their eyes is too brown, if you say you don't like the way she walked with her left foot and not with her right foot, you can't come around me no more. I'm not your friend no more. I'm not eating from your house no more. Let me tell you, we had a friend that pulled the stunt. They set up and was talking crap about my daughter, my oldest girl. Like, oh, she thinks she cute. Nitra better watch her and X, Y, and Z, because the lady found, one of my ex-friends found out her son had a crush on my daughter. Well, child, they started that mess and I cut them both off dead cold and was shooting them units and everything in Florida language, just so you know that unit is an ugly look, because I wanted it understood that we can get the scrapping out here in the gravel, in the middle of the asphalt, any way you want to do it, about my babies. So in all honesty, oh, thank you so much, girl. I don't watch it either. I'm watching because they told me to watch it, so now I'm here. But if her daddy was still cool with them people, I understand that, because I wouldn't have been all right with it either, because I would have expected him to go off on them people and be like, ain't none of y'all got to come back to my house. You know what I'm saying? And watch how you talk to my kid. If my child say she didn't do it, then she didn't do it. And the next one of y'all say she did it, gonna have a problem, right? Now, Marva say true. He was still friends. He may have thought it was true. This part of the story was not on screen, so we are just getting the details. Whether he thought it was true, didn't know it wasn't true. The minute somebody's insulting your child and your child is telling them, I ain't did nothing to you, and they still going on and on, as a father, the right thing for him to do would have been to cut all them jokers out. I'd have cut all of them off down to the ones in Pampers. And I will cut people cold. I don't care. I don't care how it looks, how it feels. It is what it is. Behind my children or any type of violation like that, you can scoop. Okay, Lily, that's all I'm saying. So I understand about the estranged, but once that man was sick, she had every right to come back. And then for the woman that was involved in the accusation to be sitting there talking about, thank you for coming back, they did good that girl didn't tell them off on the spot, because I'd have threw them all up out of there. Okay, you see what I'm saying? That's how you know something just ain't right. Okay, I'm just like, no, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling it. The writer tripping. So then they took care of that. And Charlie was at a meeting discussing her politics and stuff, and they told her it was gonna be some scrutiny. So if you got anything you want to let out, let it be out. Which was a normal conversation. It wasn't interesting, but the look on her face was interesting because it almost gave me an impression that Miss Thing might have had something to hide. I don't know. And to say not the ones in Pampers. Oh yes, ma'am. I will not mistreat nobody's child, but I will show act like I don't know you ever had one. Right, but that's the whole thing. We got common sense. Either the writer didn't have common sense, or she wrote it where she thought it was okay for that man to be befriending people who was clearly against his child. You know what I'm saying? So that got my attention. The thing with Charlie happened. Then Billy and Vi. This was interesting. Now, they having the conversation, and she gonna let them know she signed off on the medically induced coma or whatever. And she was like, girl, that was out of bounds, which it was. And, she was just like, that ain't going to work. And they talked to the doctor. It wasn't much improvement. He, made a suggestion for some hypothermic treatment. That's where they lower the body temperature to kind of cut down on inflammation. Inflammation is swelling. So a lot of times when the temperatures are cold, it causes what's known as vasoconstriction. When vasoconstriction means the blood vessels start to get smaller, they literally constrict and get smaller, and that will stop the inflammation from being so bad. So that's why he was suggesting that. Vac jumped in giving unwanted advice, and so Miss Thing told the doctor, "I don't want none of them over here. Don't let none of them up in here." And then what got me was them acting like that was just the worst thing in the world. Now, in reality, I understand blood don't make family, but blood is still blood. That's one. And then two, my other problem with that is the rest of the family should have been quiet as hell, quiet as kept, because nobody would have been cut off if I had kept her mouth shut. You dig what I'm saying? DeAndre said, I never turn on my children for no one. For no one. Now, I may have to deal with my children, but it will be in private, and you will never know anything about it. Thank you. I would have questioned my baby private. Now, did you go with that woman's husband? If she told me no, it would have been no until I saw something else. Just straight up. So then, she cut him off, told him, man, can't none of y'all come from over there, come up in there, vibe. They're trying to assert some type of authority. How do you have authority over somebody else's blood, man? You have no paperwork. So that was that on that. Michael had some more audible flashbacks where he's, sitting there daydreaming, remembering sounds. Some little dry conversation with a boy looked like he had an S curl. I don't know who the little boy was supposed to be. I know the conversation was dry as graham crackers. So we gonna ease right on by that. Now then, Vi called Nova to complain that Billy says she can't come visit, and Nova's like, I talked to her or whatever. And I thought that was interesting. Like, oh, she's supposed to be your friend. You better talk to her before we have a problem. At the end of the day, that is your problem. The fact that you think you can make a problem over somebody else's child, baby, that's a problem. Over somebody else's father, that is a problem. What problem you gonna make? Like this, I'm not really for it. It was just really too much intrusion. And these people look like some habitual line steppers. Okay, Billy ran away and stayed gone, but no authority whatsoever do they have. I don't care if she did run away and stay gone. If he was in the wrong, she had every right to back off. Sometimes it's better that you back off so you don't end up cursing at one of your parents and putting a curse on yourself. Alita says Vi tries to assert authority in everybody's business. So I see. Vi has that old school auntie that put witch hazel on everything. She kind of looked that way, but it's just the idea that she got a whole lot of nerve. I don't care where that girl went. And she had every right to get away from around there. If she in that little bitty one-horse town being insulted by the likes of these funny-looking people while they acting all hoity-toity, and it looks like it's a whole lot of dirt not so far beneath the surface. Okay? So that was a problem for me. I said, honey, I don't know what kind of problem this is or what they got going on. She talking about you better talk to her else we gonna have a problem. No, this Nova person with that strange hairdo, hey, Michelle Davis, why didn't she say, auntie, that's the wrong attitude. You shouldn't be like that. That's why that girl cut you out. See, sometimes even with your elders, you can let them know that, hey, the way you going about this, it ain't cool. Don't do that. Girl, them people are funny looking. Every last one of them, even that man y'all sat up there and gassed me up talking about he was fine. And he up there looking hungry as hell with his narrow skull. Why is his head so narrow? Why does he always look depressed? Is his first or last name Eeyore? What is the problem? Somebody should tell me. Okay, them some strange looking people. Even the Charlie lady, she looked nice, but when you look at her too close, she got a little funny look too. Spiller say, I see Vi's still trying to control everything. Yes, and it's weird. And that hair is strange. I like Rutina. Her complexion is darling. But that hairdo is strange. Hey, Sandra. I emailed you back, girl. I saw that was you had sent me an email saying track a package, but nothing was there to track and nothing came. So you got to, check it out. I don't know what happened, but if I can do anything to help, let me know. Cheryl say, hey, Queen, after the show, you got to watch the next episode. There's a lot of forgiveness. Well, I don't like forgiveness like that. Y'all know I'm still learning it. We was talking about that together. And I wouldn't have been forgiving nothing. Yeah, Angie, you got to tell them people when they wrong so they won't keep being wrong. She had locks and she cut them. She should have kept them. Because that hairdo ain't becoming. It makes her look older. Yes, he does have a strange little narrow skull and that vein keep popping out. I don't know. Nice complexion though. Nice lineup. That's what I got for that. So anyhow, then Nova went to acting like she thought her line was tapped. You know them people put a microphone in that house. See what it is whatever bug they got in the house is probably interfering with her phone. Or they might have something on the line too. But I think that's why she found her door open that night because they had been planting their cameras and bugs and stuff to try to catch her doing something. See, I'm even yawning talking about this. Then you had Ralph and them, and I literally wrote in my notes, Ralph and them, him and his little wife, they having a girl, like, okay, exciting. You printed a picture. Then you're sad again. Eeyore is sad again. Hey, Tasha Renee. She was cuter in the locks. I believe that because I know in True Blood, she had her long braids or whatever. She was always pretty. But yeah, Eeyore was sad again. Even with that, he had to still internalize it, make it sad. He had to make himself a victim. He even had to make Prosper's sickness about him. Oh, I said I was going to show him the sonogram and I'm not there. It's like, boy, is this about the man or is this about you? I can tell right now, I'm 2 episodes in, and this Ralph character, I don't like him. I feel like he's a professional victim. He's a professional whiner. Until he showed me something different, I am unimpressed. Okay, except for that lineup, his edge up is sharp. So then Charlie and Billy, they start talking, and she tells her, hey, girl, glad to see you. I'm limiting the visits due to your family. Namely, your auntie. That's the problem, right? Yeah, lady at 747, Eeyore. You know Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, the little sad donkey that ran around moping all the time. Oh, Pooh. Oh, Tigger. He's giving me Eeyore to the 10th degree, and I've had it. So, yeah, she told him, namely Vi, and let her know that this heifer been habitually crossing lines, okay? And that she had to set up some boundaries. And y'all know I believe in a boundary, so ain't nothing wrong with that. No brain, no courage, just walking around, just Eeyore. And you say he fine, he must, I told you yesterday, he fine as baby hair, and he about skinny as baby hair too. I done had enough. He ain't cute enough to be giving us all that problematic character and acting. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna need them to do some better writing on that Ralph character because Ralph is aggravating as hell. I don't know how that little yellow girl sit up in there and can stand him because I would have threw something at him. Furthermore, I don't believe I could have let nobody that mopey and whiny anywhere near me. I don't know how she did it, but hats off to her. So then, she told her she set the boundaries or whatever. And then here come this Charlie person trying to manipulate. Telling her about, I tried to have order and I found out it was control. And, I did this and it was about money and power and this and that. Made it all about herself. So, see, I'm noticing a trend with this family, right? These people really are some self-centered people. All of them are self-centered as hell. Everything is about them and how they feel and how they view what you're doing, and instead of really truly tending to their business. Now, don't this Charlie Heifer got a whole ex-husband that she creeping and going on with and climbing up on behind closed doors and creeping in the next room? Okay, you got a son that's up here knocking off the great value Lisa Ray. You know what you ordered versus what you got. And instead of you tending to your household, see, you don't even know your son is up there laying up with somebody half dead. That boy is going to catch worms. If it's possible to get a worm from an old woman, he going to get it. Okay? So the fact that you sitting up here talking to this girl instead of saying, child, I sure hope you all right. I know you worried about your daddy. I understand your feelings. At no point did her or this Nova person acknowledge how this girl was truly feeling. Neither one of them. It was all about, well, what we want and how it makes my Aunt Vi feel and what she earned and what she deserved. Honey, these people are disgusting, and I don't know how y'all can watch them. These are some disgusting people. Who was a crackhead, Angie? Because if it's one of these funny looking, overbearing, self-centered people, I can believe it. I believe all of them done had a couple of crack cocktails. Love my dogs too say, I can't even fix my food to eat. Had to come over and give you the bullseye. Thank you. You on point about Ralph Angel. His character is so depressing and annoying. No, it's not tapeworms. You know, you get worms. The old women used to tell you, if you lay up with an old man, you're going to get the worms. And I believe that boy going to get worms messing with that old woman. Because she got deep set wrinkles. You know how hard it is for a black woman to have deep set wrinkles? She got to be every bit of 70. I can't think of no other reason why she would have them deep set wrinkles like that. Girl, I see why I did not watch. Ralph Angel's ex is a crackhead. Okay. I mean, it looks like if anybody could drive you to smoke crack, it'll be him. I mean, if I'd have had a Brillo around me, I might have got real friendly with a glass one tonight after watching his miserable, boring tale. Darla was a crackhead. Okay. Well, God bless Darla. Hey, Quasia, tell my brother-in-law I said hey. But yeah, he's got enough aggravation, depression, and annoying spirit that if anybody was gonna drive a girl to hit that glass, to hit the glass and smoke some crack or rock, he could do it. Yeah, Marva, she got them deep set wrinkles. She got them. No, he ain't back with Darla, is he? I don't think so. He with this little yellow girl that's pregnant. That's who she with. That's who he with now. And they bore the hell out of me every time they come on the screen. I'm like, if y'all don't do something different, you know, try to carry the girl on your neck or something. Do something different with her other than her sitting up there in that moo-moo eating. Like, we get it. You pregnant, you eating. This is what happens. Okay? Queen Mermaid say, now this was worth you watching just to hear these reads. I ain't studying you. He on the way home. Yeah, make sure you tell him his sister-in-law's over here. The royal family said, hey. Hey, JC, how's Mama Clark? She said, still haven't watched this darn show. You ain't missed a thing. Wait, that is Darla. He married the crackhead, and now she pregnant, and he worried about, now I really got to talk trash. Hold on, Hattie. So he quit working as a nurse because she pregnant and he's scared of the Carnival 19. First of all, this girl survived crack rock. Do y'all know how hard crack rock is? Okay. And do you know half the crack ain't even pure crack no more? They cut it with Ajax, ammonia. They cut it with Miley. They put everything in it. And I'm telling you from what I know. Okay, don't ask me how I know, but I'm telling you from what I know. If this girl survived a whole crack of rock and made it all the way back from crack rock, okay, it's not like Fraggle Rock. It's like 2 cities over. If she made it all the way back from crack rock, you mean to tell me you quit a job because you thought that the Carnival 19 could do something with her? If he don't get out of here lying, you quit that job because you sorry. Same reason he run around here whining and moping like that little donkey on Winnie the Pooh. And he up here marrying the whole crackhead. and he a nurse, and talking about you can't work as a nurse because you got to protect her and the baby. You can't protect her. That girl is hard as times in 29. She is hard as 25 miles of a bad country road. This heifer is as hard. Let me shut up before I be done said something I ain't got no business. But ain't no reason why you need to quit a job talking about some darn some got doggone Carnival 19, and you sitting up here. Oh Lord, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to be too geeky. I apologize. But I'm just saying, how you gonna talk about you quit by the Carnival 19 and you got a whole crackhead in your house? That girl she gonna survive the nuclear world war. Ain't gonna be nobody left after they drop a nuke but roaches and crackheads. This don't make no sense. Say your majority voted for Queen Sugar, I voted for something else. I think the power when your reads are hilarious. Where are the voters in the bushes? Yeah, where they at? Because they asked for this. Gonna bring me into this him. He worked at the nursing home as a janitor. He looked like a good janitor. But he need to get over there and mop them floors. Because you got a baby coming and them people finna foreclose on your property. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You talking about you quit because of the carnival and you got a crackhead in you. This girl can take a punch. You can't do nothing with her. Because he said he quit his nursing job. I heard him say he quit his nursing job. Now, y'all know we got people in every city we from. You got them girls that CNAs and janitors working in housekeeping or whatever. They wear them scrubs everywhere, trying to make sure everybody see them in them scrubs to act like they saving lives. So I don't know. She's in Bible study again. All right. Well, you give her a big old kiss from us. It's the truth. Y'all know I'd have been real mad with that one. You know I'd have been real mad with that one. But he up there talking about he protecting her from a Carnival 19 and she done survived the whole crack pipe. See, I knew I didn't like him. I knew it. I knew it. He's sorry. I'm telling y'all, he is sorry. Okay? So after that there, news supposed to be going to the real spot, yada, yada, yada. I like Hollywood. Hollywood is about like every old school dude we know in the hood. He seemed real cool. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They trying to keep up with their times and put the agenda in there, but the agenda don't match. You a grown man, a big, full-grown, rusty Negro, talking about you finna quit a job because of the Carnival 19 because you want to protect somebody who survived crack. That's all I'm saying. Absolutely not. I'm trying to tell you. They be out there with the scrubs on, going to the beauty supply and everything. You say call the ambulance. Don't call them yet. Say at least they didn't nominate star Queen Latifah's Broken Empire Sparkle Drama. Lord, I don't know if I would have survived it because I believe they tried to kill me with this one. This was a setup. They tried to set me up. They set me up. Talking about Hollywood can get invited to the cookout. Yeah, I like Hollywood. Hollywood can come hang out with us in Myrtle Beach. We ain't got no problem with Hollywood. But the rest of them is suspect. And his little storyline about the people coming to the rib shack or whatever, rib spot, whatever you want to call it, that was cute, but it wasn't real interesting. Vi didn't show up. She went the lines of her man, but we going to get to that. It was just real interesting, but not interesting. Interesting, but not. That's all I can say for that. Hollywood does his little PR thing. Vi was supposed to be there, but she was dragging her feet, texting, talking about she coming. Then we see where she went. She went to go sneak off to see somebody named Celine and her little baby named Gabor. Now, y'all tell me who in the world is Celine? Who is she? Because they say that she was with some man that was tan upside her head. Who was the man and who is she? Alita said, I voted for Queen Sugar because I wanted to hear your reads. And of course, you did not disappoint. So y'all set me up for real. In real life, Lord, she say, Spiller, send the ambulance to my house next. Oh, my. She said, I voted for this show because sometimes I like chaos. I voted with my chest. Boy, with sisters like y'all, I'm through. She said, no, Blue ain't his son, and Dollar come from money. Her parents are not broke. They wasn't crazy about Ralph Angel. I see why. Felt he wasn't good enough for her. I agree. But he trying to change. But this the thing. I could agree until she got to the crack pipe. Once your baby get to the crack pipe, you just let her get whatever she can get. That might be why they eventually backed off and let her marry Eeyore. Okay? So anyhow, she went to go see by Celine. I'm still waiting on y'all to tell me who in the world is Celine. Okay? Michelle Davis, she's so crazy. A lady 747, you voted for Queen Sugar too, and you said you didn't even watch the show. You don't know them people. Hey, Sharon. So anyway, Vi done snuck over there. Hey, cool gent. So Vi snuck over to see these people. Now I'm gonna tell you, you know, the Nitra in me was moved beyond belief that she was going to help this lady that was escaping domestic violence, because it ain't never cool for a man to go beating on a woman and hitting upside her head. That's not okay. If you don't like the woman, get rid of the woman. Put her out, call her people, or better still, if you married her, take her back to her people. Okay? If you paid her bride price, demand your money back. If you ain't paid nothing, just drop her off and go back to the courthouse where you said I do and go say I don't. But don't be beating on nobody. So I really felt bad about that. You ain't never seen the abusive man. Celine is new to the show. Okay. Got it. So I thought that was nice of her, but I didn't like the fact that you went and lied to your man. Why are you lying to your husband, madam? Now that's where she lost me. Is that her husband or just her man? Or whatever the case. Why are you lying? Talking about you got a pipe problem at the place, and you know the little baby asked her to stay and eat. And I was happy for the lady. I actually exhaled a little bit when Aunt Vi said that the message didn't leave. It didn't go out to the man's phone. It was like a network issue. So that was good. That was good. Lord, JC, what you say? Sorry, I owe you. I couldn't hear what you said. Siri, wasn't nobody talking to you. Talking about you couldn't hear what I said. Stop minding my business. JC said, I owe you a donation for the offering plate for putting you through this, Seanitra. I sure appreciate any love after all this hate that I just went through. Michelle Davis said, I only missed the new season. No more cable. I'm here for you. I appreciate it. So I'm going to tell you what I saw every time. Okay? So she took care of that. The little baby asked her to stay. It was cute that she went ahead and stayed. I just wish she had told the truth. The lie was not cute. She had to explain to the baby better why he didn't need to be messaging the daddy. Now that bothered me slightly because y'all know how I am when it comes to children. I feel like the child should have obeyed his mother without an outsider having to step in to tell him to obey his mother. I don't like that because it reeks of the fact that this man might have been whooping on you, but you obviously didn't even own a switch in your house because your son don't do nothing you say. He got to wait for somebody else to come in bringing food after you done had to run for your life like you was on the Underground Railroad to tell him to do like you said. So that bothered me just a little bit, but I said, okay, well, maybe, maybe that's what time it was. Maybe that's why. Yeah, that was Craig's girlfriend in Friday. But she normally looked nice, though. I think that was the makeup they put on her. She normally looked nice. Yeah, that's the girl with the wide mouth that played Joy on Friday. The one that said, you ain't got the lie, Craig. That was her. Okay. Hey, Red Majestic Diva. So that was interesting. I'm glad I helped the lady. Like I said, if she'd have told the truth, it would have been a 100% win. I'm gonna say 90% because at least she did do the right thing. All right. So then here come Ralph and them again with their depressants behinds, with the healthy meals and we're limiting meat to 3 times a week and talking about kale salad and quinoa, and he up there looking depressed again and making the thing about Prosper be about him. You have to be careful of people like that. You got to be careful. Okay. So he did that. That happened. We all saw it. Bora, snore. And then we move on to Nova, who goes to see Billy. And she tried the nostalgia crap with her. I mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to go on and dig into it now, y'all. So she tries nostalgia. Oh, you remember senior year? And girl, you ain't came there to talk about no senior year. You just like the rest of your trifling, manipulative family. You came there trying to tug on heartstrings to get this girl to back down, and she did. Say, nah, she has too many teeth and a wide mouth, all baby teeth too. I ain't finna talk about that woman mouth, but she got a wide mouth though. She does. She really does. But this is what I want to know from those of you who are veteran watchers of this absolute debacle that I just witnessed and that I'm currently witnessing. What the hell she meant when she told that girl, you owe me? What do that mean? What was she alluding to? Because she was clearly alluding to something. And it was after she said, you owe me, that the girl let her go ahead and say, she said, I called the hospital. And then the heifer got right up and left. Didn't really express any gratitude or nothing. I see a lot of entitlement from these funny looking people. Oh, she said, check your cash app. Lord, sis, I appreciate you. Whichever one is fine. She said she not sure if it's the right one. All right. Sis, I thank you. I appreciate it. That was sweet. Very, very sweet. I appreciate you. You say for the Queen Sugar review. Thank you so much for the cash app, Jody. Thank you for the cash app, JC. And just say, no Queen Mermaid. She got mouth like the Rugrats. Y'all cold-blooded. See, I wasn't even finna go there on her, but y'all went there. If anybody can go there, honey, the snipers, y'all be locked and loaded. She said, yes, I told y'all Ralph Angel was getting on my nerves and that his cuteness is fading. I'm telling you, it's a bit much for me. And he wasn't that cute to begin with, in my opinion. So, it just kind of is what it is. Okay? Oh, okay. Sandra, I just got your email. Thank you, darling. Okay. So anyhow, here we go. Next up, after that, is Vi gets home, and Hollywood was kind of cold. Like, he wasn't buying her crap. Hey, Nacho Twins mama. Hey, Queena. Okay, he wasn't really buying it. He wasn't buying her mess at all. He told her, come on, sit down and watch my commercial. And then he threw a shot at her. It was like, I guess I didn't need my good luck charm after all. And she was sitting there looking silly, but Vi, baby, that's how you lose your man, lying and stuff. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Love my dogs too. Say, I don't know what she meant by saying you owe me. Maybe that'll come up later. Okay, because that's what I was trying to figure out. Lady 747 said, yes, he was my favorite person in season 1, but Ralph A got on my last nerve. Oh, okay. She said she owed her because Billy told Nova's father that she liked girls. Oh, because she outed her. Child boo. Whatever. If you like girls, you like girls. Now, she told, and that might not have been nice, but it wouldn't have been enough for me to let your auntie in there to see my daddy if I really didn't want her there. Talking about you owe me. Girl, you owe yourself. Why was you running around lying to people and pretending to be somebody you wasn't? If you know that's what you like, that's what you like. Okay? So then she gets up and she walked out, not even appreciative or anything. Just let it be. Like I said, then Hollywood wasn't buying her stuff. Vi was looking stupid, which, again, she was doing a good thing, but she lied, so she brought it on herself. And then you got this part with Nova and the little man. Who is this neighbor, y'all? Who is he? You say you love the series overall, baby. I'm glad you do, because I sure don't. Who is that little neighbor? He another one with an S-curl in his head. And why they keep putting these S-curl kits in all these men's heads? Now, I know they're supposed to be somewhere in Louisiana, but it's a whole lot of nappy-headed folks over there, too. So I don't know why they keep throwing these dupe perms and texturizers in these people's heads, when I know for a fact y'all got some 4C hair, because I see your roots. You ain't touched up your roots. So I don't know why we have to keep seeing people with perms and texturizers and ammonia thioglycolates in their head. I don't understand why they're not wearing their real hair. Like, I understand that you got people that's got mixed race and all that stuff, and I'm Creole, I'm this, I'm that, and the third, but y'all got a whole lot of niggers too. Regular black, just black on black on black. So I'm not understanding what's up with all the S curls and carefrees and Hawaiian silkies that I've been seeing on this show. Okay? The neighbor is another new character. Okay, got it. Got it. Yeah, spill of the S curl. Y'all know what an S curl is. Angie, what you say? They trying to bring that. Just let your soul glow. Okay, let it shine through. In the words of the late great Robin Harris, follow the drip, follow the doggone drip, because it's a whole lot of boys in this show that somebody need to follow the drip. And just because you kind of light complected, you don't need no perm. Light skinned people nappy headed too. Look at T.I. daughter. That's why she says she prefer them bundles, because she don't want to show that 4C. Okay? And ain't nothing wrong with 4C. I have two beautiful daughters who have kink that's so good you'd have thought they jumped dead off Amistad. And my daughters know that is princess hair. That is the real deal Holyfield. So the fact that they're up there slapping perms and stuff in them boys' heads, I'm tired. See, I'm Creole too, but got long natural hair, okay? I know that's right, sis. You better rep your hair. But the fact that they up there slapping these S curls in these men's head, JC say, yep, because this 4C has broken many a comb. Girl, my daughters had them broke some combs. Understand me? I'm trying to tell you. See, I'm seeing lots of little problematic things with this show. And see, I'm wondering if y'all caught with the stuff that these people was doing, or if you was waiting on your sister to catch it for you, but I caught them, okay? Just like them little boys sat up there when he was pretending to have that flashback. Both of them sitting up there with a kit in their head. Somebody need to go beat the beauty supply tail for selling it to them. Okay? So the neighbor, the other one with the S curl, he come by there. The one she talked to earlier had that little basic painting in his hand, more stereotypical mess. And so he come over there bringing food and talking about the girl Lorraine, whatever her name was, sent the food. And so she up there grinning and looking silly at the man and gonna casually say, well, oh, y'all was high school sweethearts, and then went to looking silly and hiccuping and catching her breath when the man said it's his sister. Then she got to come all out the door and throw herself at the man. She ain't fooling me, especially after y'all told me she was loose as a goose. And I saw some of the loose and the goose on her. Soon as that man said that woman was his sister and she was coming in there to help him get settled in because he had to move in a hurry, she sure enough got on the good foot, jumped up, and run out the door where the man could get a whole view of her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what she was doing. Say the neighbor, wait a minute, hold on. And just say, you broke the pick with the fist on it. Oh, you got the real thing. I saw your hair. Your hair is pretty though. You got a gang of it. Deandra say the neighbor is the next man on Nasty Nova list to take to the bedroom. I told y'all that heifer gonna catch something. Love my dogs too. Say I caught it and I don't like what they putting out. I love my 4C hair. I know that's right. That's what I like to see. I want to see the real thing. Everybody ain't got no S curl. Everybody ain't got loose curly hair. A lot of black people have kinky curly hair. And why don't you want to represent us looking like us? Now with Nova, because she's beautiful, dark, and has that rich chocolate complexion, then of course we can show her hair. But then when it comes to anybody that's my complexion or slightly lighter, we S curl kits for everybody. You get a kit. You get a kit. Everybody gets a kit. Yeah, he probably is gonna crawl up in there. Yeah, if he crawl in and get lost, then y'all send a search party. Sharon say, I don't even watch these shows. I just love that you break the sets down. Yeah, she got on the good foot. She hopped out there so quick and looking crazy at the man, like her hormones was popping like Crisco. She didn't know what to do. Yeah, it was an S curl kit for everybody. That's right, S. Collins. Love them coils, baby. Ain't nothing more beautiful than hair that grows up to the heavens. It ain't got to flop. It ain't got to flop. They make me sick with that. Then they showed Eeyore went to the hospital. Ralph Angel, here he go again, moping his big silly behind in there with his narrow-headed self, and that vein just bulging and pulsing. And he walks in there, see an empty bed, and start panicking and looking all extra feminized, which that's how the clear people like to see our men on television. Okay, he go walking in there all feminized and panicking. He did everything but clutch his pearls and put the back of his palm, the back of his hand to his forehead and faint. That was the only thing missing. That's right. Keep the drain cleaner out. Spode it, baby. Spode it. That's right. Ain't nothing wrong. JC say all I can visualize is Oprah throwing S-girl kits upside people's heads. Right, because that's what they did in this show. It's probably part of the contract. So then he sees the man come out the bathroom. So the man up on his feet, and he's still all acting all extra emotional and feminized. And he was doing something to my nerves. And here's the sonogram. And so they had the little moment. The old dude, it was good to see him sitting upright, you know. And so he told him, you're going to be a better daddy than me because you're going to show her that you love her, which means that no matter what anybody say about this Billy young lady running off, he realizes and is saying out of his mouth that he didn't show his baby that he loved her. That's why that girl was distant from him. See, you have to show your children love. You can't just discipline them and correct them. They also need to know that they are the apple of your eye. And I think by him saying that, the impression I got is that it's almost like he was reflecting in that moment that I know I didn't do right by my baby. I didn't show her I loved her like I should have. That's why that girl got distant. But yeah, y'all, that's what I saw. Y'all tell me if y'all saw anything different. Did I miss anything? Because y'all know we not gonna belabor the issue. Okay, because you know we got front porch gossip coming up in an hour and exactly 20 minutes. Okay, so I ain't gonna drag it out too far, but I wanted y'all to understand that this is what's really going on in this show. Now, this is what I'm seeing. Because see, when you watch as a fan, you might not catch all the little subtle nuances that they slip in on you. You know, they'll slip them in. Yeah, you gotta love your children unconditionally. So I caught that a little bit. And the thing is, it don't mean you don't put foot to behind. Because my children have been worn for shoes many days. I will put my foot knee deep in their behind. Not a problem at all. But they also know that they are the apple of their mother's eye. And they being corrected because I don't even want a speck of dirt or dust to touch them. So they know, there's got to be balance. We always talking about balance. So I thought that was pretty cool that old school put that in at the end. You say, let you put your lashes back on. Don't put them back on yet. There's front porch gossip coming on in an hour and 20 minutes. And you might end up pulling them bad boys right the bleep back off. So go ahead, leave them off. Stay bald in the face. Don't put no lashes on. Because I ain't going to cut you no slack on the front porch neither. Okay? We got stuff to do. So I'm going to get in. And get me a cold drink, get me a little snack, and get ready. I'm going to jump off of here. All right? And then we're going to jump back on the porch. And we're going to get bad with these celebrities and they gossip and they news. And you know I'm going to have them back porch questions. So y'all go get y'all snacks and bring them hips on back. All right? All right. I will holler at you. You said, Seanitra, your review for this Queen Sugar is fire. You told no lies. Well, I appreciate you. There you go. All right. A lady 747 say, check your cash app. Oh, thank you so much. She sent me $10 and say for watching trash TV so I don't have to. Now, that's love. That's love right there. I appreciate y'all. Listen, go get your snacks and come back now. Hour and 20 minutes. We getting into these rich people business. We got our back porch questions, and we going to have fun like only the royal family can do. So y'all go and get ready and come on back. All right? So I see y'all in an hour and 20. I love you. I will holler at you later. Hit that like button on your way out. Look out for me now. Bye, y'all.